Nobody will learn anything from me.
That's no secret.
I'd have gone about it differently.
I couldn't care less.
I never knew that.
I couldn't care less.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Nobody wants to know.
I've got somebody.
Who might that?
Randolph.
Send the. You can pick him up. How
Nobody
big?
wants to know.
Nothing.
Then we.
Doesn't surprise me.
Nobody wants to know.
I've got
Who might?
Randolph.
Send the. You can pick. How
I
big?
can't help him.
100.
Truth.
That's what I like to hear.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
You don't have to tell me that.
I'll take your bet and hold it until the contest is
Nothing you
over.
can do
All
about it.
right?
You don't have to tell me that.
Here's my stake.
All right. Don't take too long.
Do that.
That will never
Did
change.
anything?
Not that I know.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I've got no time for things like that.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
Tell me that isn't true.
Will it ever change? Nobody will learn anything from me.
You don't have to tell me that.
That was obvious all along.
I'm staying out of it.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
He really should have known better.
Do you know that fellow with the eye patch?
Agree with you.
I've seen him here before. Nasty
You don't
piece
have
of
to tell
work.
me that.
Back then, he moved into one of my upstairs
Nobody will learn
rooms,
anything from me.
along with a huge crate. He had to be
Tell me that isn't
constantly
true.
nagged about paying the rent for his room.
I'm no better
And even
off
then, he
myself.
took his own sweet time about it. Then, one
That's
day,
no
he
secret.
vanished, just like that, along with the crate.
Is it really true?
I don't want anything to do with the likes of him.
You just have to listen.
Am I being paranoid, or are you staring
That
at
was
my
obvious all
ring?
along.
Well, I'm not quite sure what to make of that.
Same old thing all over again.
I agree with you completely.
Man, I belong to
Oh,
the
that
Ring
isn't
of
true.
Water.
Do you now? Hard to believe they'd pick such a moron. What do you want?
It was his decision, wasn't it?
How's it going with your tavern?
Times have been better, you know? People's purses aren't as open as they used to be.
How's it?
Times have
The
been
wrong
people.
people.
What kind of armor can you offer me?
I have here a very nice piece that is sure to please you.
I couldn't get away with that.
I'll think about it.
As you like.
Show me your...
It
Certainly,
was no big deal.
I'm not telling you anything new.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
But no, he insisted he knew better.
And there's more, believe me.
That doesn't surprise me.
You can't rely on that.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
You can't rely on that.
That's really not my problem.
I've got no time for things like that.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
No one really wants to hear that.
He never would have thought of that himself.
And there's more, believe me.
no better off myself.
That will never change.
There's nothing you can do about it.
No idea. You tell me.
It's a bad business.
I used to say that myself.
That doesn't surprise me.
I used to say that myself.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
Nobody wants to know. Nobody wants to know.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I couldn't care less.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
That was no big deal.
I'm no better off myself.
And there's more, believe me.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
And there's more, believe me.
That's all just gossip.
Nobody wants to know. I'm staying out of it.
Wait a minute.
Do you really believe that?
Did anything...
Not that I know.
Nobody wants to know.
That's all just gossip.
I've got no time for things like that.
That's been known all along. I agree with you completely.
And that's the truth.
That's all just gossip. I agree with you completely.
Tell me that isn't true.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Things I could tell you.
How much money do you need for the contest?
10 gold coins.
I'll give you the money to compete against Rukar.
Really? Thank you so much. I'll repay you soon. If I win, I'll even fork out a little more than that. I'll be seeing you.
I've got to go.
So long.
You shouldn't have come here.
You deserve that, lowlife! Thanks for the gold, you hero. I think I had better take this weapon. He really should have known better.
Well, we have to.
Been there, done that.
That's been known a long time.
I used to say that myself.
Hey,
The militia don't...
Nothing amazes me anymore.
It was his decision.
I never knew.
No one really wants to hear that.
You listened to the wrong people.
It was his decision.
What with?
I never knew that.
That's no secret.
There's nothing you can do about it.
time for things like that.
That was obvious all along.
Been there, done that. That's no secret.
You're in for it now.
Yes! Run as fast as you can!
You're in for it now. Stop right there, you lowlife!
Had to happen sooner or later.
That's all just gossip.
That'll never change.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Hey, you! About those stone tablets, I've got some.
Thank you. I'm missing only one now. I'll pay you for them, of course.
About those, how many were
To save my reputation with the water mage.
Sure.
All right, but you'll help me save my. Then I can.
Someone's got to do the work. I can't take care of everything for everybody.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
No one really.
But the light was a torment for Beliar. All that Innos created was destroyed by Beliar.
I've got a new tobacco blend.
Let me try your tobacco. No, I'm afraid this mixture does not agree with me. But maybe you'll find somebody else who really appreciates this delicacy.
I've got a new tobacco blend.
Don't bother me, I'm on duty.
You must be the new fellow who has caused the trouble here in the city. It is one thing if you brawl with the rabble in the harbor, but when you attack citizens or the king's soldiers, I must bring you to justice. If I let you get away with it, soon everyone here will do whatever he wishes. So, you will pay an appropriate penalty, and the matter will be forgotten.
How much?
50 gold pieces.
I don't have enough gold.
Then see to it that you acquire the gold as quickly as possible. And I'm warning you, if you add to your guilt, things will get worse for you. Have you come to pay your...
I want to pay the penalty.
Good. I shall see to it that everyone in the city learns of it. That will restore your reputation to some degree.
I've got an important message for Lord Hagen.
Well, you stand before one of his men. What is this about?
It's about a sacred artifact, the Eye of Innos.
The Eye of Innos. I have never heard of it, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. If there truly is an artifact of this name, only the highest members of our order would know anything about it. In any case.
That's why I have to talk to Lord Hagen himself.
Lord Hagen receives only paladins, or those who are in the service to paladins. It is beneath his dignity to waste his time with members of the common folk.
Why are you paladins in town?
The goals of our mission are secret. I can only tell you that there is no danger for the citizens of the town. You need not worry.
About those missing people.
Just leave me alone with that. I've got other problems.
I've come to collect the bounty for a criminal. I want to take up service with the paladins.
Good. I can well use every able man here, no matter what his reasons for joining us. If you place yourself in the service of the paladins, I shall help you get an audience with Lord Hagen. However, I have my orders only to accept citizens of the town into the militia. My commander is afraid that spies or saboteurs could sneak in. He wants to limit the risk this way. Therefore, you must first be a citizen of the town. Whether this rule makes sense or not is disputable, but orders are orders.
Is there a faster way to join you?
You're really serious about this, aren't you? Good. Listen, I have a problem. If you solve it for me, I shall see to it that you are accepted into the militia. But the most important thing is, you must not breathe a word of it to anyone.
What's your problem?
Recently, there have been a number of thefts in the city. Thus far, we have not been able to capture anyone. The thieves are simply too skillful. The scum know their business. I'm sure that we're dealing with an organized gang. It would not amaze me if there were a thieves' guild in Corinthus. Find the leaders of the gang and hunt them down. Then I shall see to it that you are accepted into the militia, regardless of whether or not you are a citizen. But you must say nothing about our agreement.
Where should I start looking for the thieves?
If I knew that, I'd go there myself. I can only tell you this much. We recently turned the entire harbor district upside down and found nothing. Absolutely nothing. The people there are not very talkative, particularly if you wear the armor of a paladin. But you are an outsider, They will not distrust you so quickly. You could ask around the harbor first, but be careful. If the people there realize that you are working for the Paladins, you will learn nothing.
What should I do once I've found one of the thieves?
If it's a matter of a lackey, a henchman, or some small fry, it would be best if you avoid a fight. You should rather come to me and report. I shall then see to it that the fellow winds up behind bars. The city guard could intervene in an open battle, and you would not have the opportunity of explaining to them what is going on. Furthermore, there is a bounty for every rotten apple you put behind bars. However, if you locate the leader's hideout, well, then you probably won't be able to avoid a fight.
About the Thieves Guild.
Yes?
I'm working on it.
Good. Keep me informed.
What should I expect with the militia?
Let me make one thing clear. To be a soldier of the militia means much more than strolling through the city in a uniform. It is a dirty and even bloody job. Once you are one of us, a great deal of work will be waiting for you. But it is worth it. Besides the pay, you might someday have the chance of becoming a holy warrior of Innos.
I'm ready to join the militia.
That may be, but you are still not a citizen of this town, and I have my orders.
What's new?
More and more riffraff have been pouring into town lately. Thefts are on the rise, and Lord Andre suspects that it's the work of a gang. Not long ago, we turned the...
What do you want here?
I want to see the prisoners.
All the cells are empty at the moment.
I want to see the...
All the cells...
What can you tell me about this area?
These are the barracks. Where do you want to go?
Thanks.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinthus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. Due to the general situation, the forest and woods near the city are to be avoided for your own protection. Furthermore, any contact with the rebelling peasantry in the surrounding areas is strictly forbidden.
What with?
Get out of here! Yeah, get away from here!
What are you up to? What's all this creeping about?
Yeah, get away from here! Yeah, get away from here!
What are you up to? What's all this...
Yeah, get away from here!
What are you up to? What's all this creeping about? Yeah, get out!
Hey, you!
What are you doing here?
I'm training the boys to use a crossbow and help them become a little more dexterous.
Could you train me?
No, I only train the men in the service of the king, nobody else. But we can always use good people, so if you want to join the militia, go talk to Lord Andre.
Hey, you!
What do you want? Peck isn't here, so you can't get anything. Come back later.
I want to get stronger.
Of course you do. But so long as you aren't one of us, or a paladin, I won't help you.
Everyone is to begin training in the skills of combat immediately, and to arm himself appropriately.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
There you are at last. I've been waiting here for hours. Just a moment. You're not a merchant from town, are you? Where is Baltram?
Who are you?
I don't see how that's any of your business. But if you must know, my name is Skip. Does that ring a bell?
Who?
Are you telling me you've never heard of Skip? Holy shit! Where do you live? I'm one of Corinus's most wanted criminals. Me and my boys have been the scourge of the waters around this crummy island for years. Come on, you must have heard of me.
But of course. It's all coming back to me now.
Honestly, you've really heard of me before? Oh shit. And I had been thinking of strolling into town. Good thing I didn't. The militia would have put me in the slammer right away.
Where do you come from?
You want to know where our hideout is? If I tell you that, I might as well invite the militia to arrest me. And in case you would like to pay us a visit, it wouldn't help you in the least. The island of Corinus is large, and no one ever gets to where we are anyway, unless they have a cog or some other ship. And then you'd have to find your way through the cliffs as well. Nobody gets through there unless they know the secret path. There are only 2 people who know the path, and you're not one of them.
A lot of citizens are missing, and everything seems to indicate that you're not quite innocent in the matter.
Damn it. It's not what you think it is. Do I look like a slave trader to you? No, I only transport goods. What they are and where they come from is no concern of mine. We have shipped all kinds of things for those swine. First, it was just regular stuff. Well, sometimes it may have been contraband. But then they started to kidnap the inhabitants of the city. No idea what they're planning to do with them. All we did was ferry them across.
Who are you talking about?
The bandits, of course. Who else? The filthy scum who are making themselves at home all over the island. And not just here, around Corinus.
Just bandits isn't good enough for me. I want a name.
A name? You want to know who's leading the bandits? Damn it! What was that bastard's name again? I just can't recall his name. Even if it wasn't all that complicated. But I can show you where to find the boss of the gang in this part of Corinus. Have you got a decent map?
Here, I've got a map of Corinus.
That's good. Let me draw in the hideout of this fellow. I remember his name now. Dexter. Yes, I think they called him Dexter. Here's your map.
Baltram, you're waiting for a merchant?
Smart kid, aren't you? That's what I just said, isn't it? That good-for-nothing junk merchant seems to have forgotten me. If only I could get my hands on him.
Where did you take those people?
I already told you. I'm not going to tell you where our bay is.
Where did you take...
I already told...
What with? What with?
I can't read that. I know nothing about picking locks.
Nothing there. Nothing there.
Do you really think?
About those missing people. Tell me what you know.
At first but not everyone's
That doesn't surprise me.
Let's wait and see what.
Vatras.
All right, I can and I'm sure, but the ease, which community?
There've been all kinds
Oh.
of.
Do you know anything about a thieves' guild in town?
The questions you ask. Of course, there's a thieves' guild here, just like in every big city. And every petty pickpocket or fence is probably connected to it somehow.
Do you know where I can find the thieves' guild?
No offense, but even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you anything. These people usually react very sensitively to things like that. If you want to get involved with them, you should be very careful.
Teach me something. Hey. Tell me.
There.
Hey, you. I've got some information about the orcs.
Let's hear it.
They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and it looks like they're going to stay there. To be on the safe side, the paladins are guarding the pass.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
As to that orc outside of town,
Yes?
don't worry about him. The city guard is going to take care of him.
Good. If you find out more, let me know.
What's going on at the harbor?
The orcs are breathing down out.
I only want...
The big to be.
Show me your...
Come back again later.
I want to fight...
Do you have 50?
Here you are.
We have a new... The bets are playing. Are you ready?
Come here.
Then let's see what you can do.
hit the spot.
And how are
The sheep eat.
Dirty thief, just wait.
Go away, don't tell me that.
Nobody wants to know.
You don't say.
You don't have to tell me that.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Hey! The job went well, but I don't talk about my employers. So stay cool.
Give me some.
don't have to tell me that.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Go away, don't tell me. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
You don't have to tell me.
I don't believe that.
I can't take care of everything.
Hey, you! Can you teach me how to pick locks?
You have paid Grittus debt with Mateo. However,
How much do you...
200.
Fine. Here are 200 gold pieces.
This money will really help me. We can start as soon as you're ready.
Teach me how to pick a lock.
Come back once you have more experience. I'm not touching that.
I'm not telling you anything new. It's not what I heard.
I can't believe that.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Enough trouble as it is.
Teach me how to pick a lock.
All you need is a lockpick. If you move it carefully left and right in the lock, you can unbolt the mechanism. But if you move it too much or too fast in the wrong direction, it will snap right off. The more adept you become, the fewer lockpicks you are going to need. That's all there is to it, really.
Can you sell me some lockpicks?
If I have any left.
That's been known a long time.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
That doesn't surprise me.
No idea. You tell me. He should have known better.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
And the human slew the beast, and it entered into Beliar's realm. Adonos saw that order and chaos were now unequal, and he bade Enos to take his divine power from the human. And Enos, in his wisdom, did so. Adonos feared for the day in which the beast would return to the land.
I've heard a thing
Looks like I'm gonna have to teach you some manners.
Doesn't matter to me. Thrash me all you want. When I get up tomorrow, I'll be fine again. But you'll have to run around with that mug of yours for life.
Do you have...
I've told you
He'd better shut up. Don't tell this to anyone.
He didn't get that from me.
What with?
That's not what I heard.
We can only wait and see. Every inhabitant of Corinthus who is guilty of a crime is to report immediately to Lord Andre.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Is it really true?
That's what I thought.
That doesn't surprise me.
But that's terrible.
Is it for a
Thing or two.
Go away.
There's
Don't tell
more,
me that.
believe me.
I'm no better off myself.
That was no
terrible.
big deal.
You listen to the wrong people.
Don't tell this to anyone.
I never knew that.
Oh man, my head.
Wait a minute.
Leave me alone, you filthy brute. Wait until Lord Andre hears of this.
Wait a minute. Hey, you! I used the spell scroll.
Fine, fine. And were you successful?
Yes, it worked.
Excellent. One small success for science, but a big one for me. Now, I can use my time to instruct you in the arts of alchemy. I could also give you some useful things if you want.
Instruct me in the art of alchemy.
To prepare a potion at the alchemist's bench, you need a laboratory flask. And you're going to need different plants or other ingredients for each potion.
Instruct me in the...
What do you...
Instruct...
What do...
Instruct...
You have learned...
Show me your...
Oh, damn it. What's up?
About the plants.
If you could...
I see. Show me...
saw that this way, nothing could exist at all. No light and no darkness.
Show me...
And so he set himself between his brothers in order to reconcile their dispute, and he did not succeed. But there, where Adanos stood, was a place in which Enos and Beliar had no power. And in this place, order and chaos were equal. And so the sea was created.
Do you have 50 gold?
Later.
And the sea released the land. And there arose all creatures, trees as well as animals, wolves as well as sheep. And last of all arose the human. And Adanos was pleased with what
About the wolfskins, I've got them here.
Great. I knew you would be suitable for this job. Here's the pay I promised you. And what do you think? Isn't this better work than banging away at swords all day or filling little bottles in a dusty chamber?
Will I get your approval to sign up with a different master?
I had hoped you would choose me. But if that's the way you want it...
Does that mean you'll vote for me?
If none of the other masters objects, yes. But you would certainly have made a good hunter.
Will I get your...
But if...
Does that...
If not, but you...
Show me...
and the creature was washed from the face of the earth. But with it, the trees and animals were also washed away, and a deep sadness.
Hey, you! Show me your...
That's all just gossip.
I'm not touching that.
You listen to the wrong people.
I knew that all along.
I met Valentino.
And?
I gave him a sound beating.
He deserved it. Here. I found this ring on him when our little disagreement had been settled. You're welcome to pass it on to the next person who beats him up.
Do you really believe?
Has any...
Oh, well.
I can't believe that.
It's not what I heard.
Wouldn't be so sure.
I'm no better off myself.
That's the first I've heard of it.
That doesn't surprise me.
Hey!
I don't believe this is gonna change.
Hey! Can you sell me some lockpicks?
If I have it. I've got my own opinion about that.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
I've got my own opinion about that.
What's your business here? Smart kid. What's your business here? Smart kid.
Adanos saw that this way nothing could exist at all. No light and no darkness.
Wait a minute. Can I sign on as an apprentice with a different master?
You're a good man. I'll give you my approval. Brian will still be here for...
As well as sheep. Last of all arose the human, and Adanos was pleased with what had arisen. He delighted in all the beings.
Hey! Hey, you!
Someone's gonna do the work. I don't believe that.
Really? How interesting.
You're doing business with pirates?
What? Who told you that?
I talked to one of them. He seems to be waiting for you in his bay.
What can you do? These are hard times. Everybody has to look after his own.
And he works all day, too.
Weren't you afraid of getting caught?
That could happen. You found out too, didn't you? But you'll keep your mouth shut, right?
He'd better shut up.
What do you know about the pirates?
They live in a remote part of the island of Corinus. It can only be reached with a cog or some other ship, as far as I know. The citizens of Corinus fear them, quite rightly so, for they're nothing but a bunch of nasty cutthroats. Still, if you ask me, they're nowhere near as bad as the bandits.
Typical, isn't it?
What is it you're trading?
I mostly supply them with food. And for that, they give me the finest rum that's to be had in Corinus.
That's terrible.
That's an open secret.
I could take care of this deal for you.
That would be great. I cannot leave Corinus at the moment. Here, take this package and tell Skip not to be so stingy with the rum this time. It should be at least 3 bottles.
That's not what my husband thinks.
That was all I wanted to know.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Show me your wares.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
That's not what I heard.
I don't believe that.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
And he works all day, too.
And he works all day, too.
Go away. Don't tell me that.
What do you know about the Thieves Guild?
Right. Listen up. You haven't heard anything of what I'm about to tell you from me, capiche?
Not what I
There
heard.
are shady characters who frequent the dockside inn. I bet the landlord knows a thing or two. If you're planning to track down the thieves, you should go talk to him. You could act like you're up to something crooked, for example. Maybe he'll fall for it. But be very careful.
Works all day.
These people are not to be trifled with.
And it's going to get even worse.
That's what I've always said.
I don't believe that.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
gonna get even worse. That's not what my husband works all day, too.
The job went well.
I need information.
Nothing surprises me. He works all day, too. He better shut up. Everybody knows that. He works all day, too.
Give me something to drink.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
You have to feel sorry.
Don't say.
I'm no better off myself.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
You listen to the wrong people.
That's not what I heard.
He never would have thought of that himself.
That's not what my husband thinks. Think to himself.
It's really not my
Now
problem.
someone's gonna see it.
Better to watch
That's
out.
terrible. Things like that. That's not what my husband thinks.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
That was obvious all along.
That's nothing.
I've got a package for you from Baltram.
What? He's sending me an errand boy? Scared shitless, is he? Oh well, what can you expect from such a puny penny pincher?
He says he wants 3 bottles of your rum in return.
Ha ha, wouldn't he like that? First he makes me wait forever, doesn't even show up in person. Then he has the nerve to make demands. Here, give him 2 bottles. That's enough for him.
Where did you take those people?
I already told you.
surprise me. I could have told you that before.
Someone's got to do the work. These are bad.
I got the rum from Skip, but he gave me no more than 2 bottles.
Damn expensive, that. Who does he think he is? Well, give it here then. I can't give you much for it now. This here's gotta be enough.
What my husband thinks. That's not what my husband thinks. Oh, hey, don't tell me that. That's not what I heard. Oh, wait, don't tell me that. Don't tell this to anyone.
Really should have known better. Really didn't deserve that.
Tell me about...
Since you are not yet a member, but
Who are the...
I cannot, but you will.
Where are...
They are exploring. We suspect that the...
Tell me more.
If you're interested in joining the expedition, I could send you to Satyrus with a letter. You can only participate, of course, as long as you're one of us.
Of course. What
if one, therefore...
About those...
Yes?
I have found out that the bandits are responsible for the disappearances here. The leader of the bandits is named Dexter. He is responsible for the kidnappings. I knew Dexter back in the penal colony. He was working for the ore baron Gomez then.
He certainly will remember you. You should be careful. I think you're on the right track. Just carry on.
About those
Yes?
Let me
What have you found?
Nothing important. About this... How much...
Ask me. He has been... You can find...
Can you heal me?
Not an all.
I'm not telling you anything new.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Do you really believe that?
And he works all day, too. Everybody knows he can't take care of everything for everybody.
Things I can tell.
Really, how interesting. That's not what I heard.
You already know what I think.
Everybody knows that now.
I can't believe that.
I've got no time for things like that.
Don't say he didn't know that.
Justice will prevail in the end.
It had to happen sooner or later. Nobody wants to know.
I don't believe this is going to change.
Tharum the fisherman has problems with the militia. The boys are constantly stealing from him.
And what do I have to do with it?
You have a certain amount of influence up here with the paladins. Farum needs your protection. He's willing to give you a part of his catch for it.
I see what you mean. Fish. As if I didn't have enough crap to deal with. Tell your pal he should come to me and tell me exactly what's up with the militia. I'll take care of it.
About the weapons dealer? What was that again?
Listen, you're supposed to find out, but it has to be really
What?
Then pay.
All the
Don't touch anything.
Tell me that isn't true.
What with? Hey, you! I know how to resolve your trouble with the militia.
And how would that be?
Martin, the provisions master of the Paladins, wants to hear your story about the militia and the fish.
And you think he can make the militia leave me alone?
At least, that's what he said.
Great, thank you. I cannot give you much, but wait. I found this strange blue stone on one of the islands off the coast of Corinus. I don't think it's worth a whole lot, but someone like you will certainly find a use for it.
So, how are the fish biting?
I've seen better
Tell me that isn't true.
Nobody ever asks for my opinion.
And there's more. I'd have done it differently. Tell me that isn't true.
I won't tell her a thing.
What are you standing around for?
This.
That's not what I heard.
Really, how interesting. If I hadn't seen it with my own
Who
eyes.
says things like that? Who says things like that?
He simply talks too much. But that's terrible.
These bad times.
You don't have to tell me that.
He can't keep anything to himself. That's not what my husband thinks.
Everybody knows me now.
You don't have to tell me that.
And it's going to get even worse. Honestly, I witnessed it myself. That's typical.
You don't have to tell me that.
Everybody knows by now.
I want to have some fun.
Fine. You're not likely to forget the next few hours of your life anytime soon. Go upstairs with Nadja then. Have fun.
Hey,
And he works all day too.
let's go upstairs.
Today's your lucky day, baby. Let's go.
You just have to listen.
That's not what my husband thinks. I won't.
If it's talk you're after, go find yourself a woman and marry her.
You just have to listen.
I can't take care of everything for everybody. That's not what my husband.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Same old thing all over again.
Who says things like that? Don't tell this to anyone.
That's not what I heard.
That will never change.
Honestly, I won't tell her a thing from now on.
He'll take care of everything.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
He says things like that to himself. That's terrible.
That's an open that.
I used to say that myself.
Honestly, I listen. You don't say.
Really? How interesting. And he works all day, too.
So can we talk now?
We've got enough privacy up here. Bromar doesn't like to see us talk to guests during work if there's nothing in it for him. So you want to know more about the people who disappeared down here at the harbor, do you? I don't know whether I can help you much, but at least I can tell you what became of Lucia.
Tell me about Lucia.
Nobody here is too sorry that she's gone.
Why?
I don't think there was anyone here whom she didn't try to use. She was a real bitch.
Where did she disappear to?
She used to see a lot of Eldridge, the apprentice of Thorben, the carpenter from the lower part of town. I bet she's up and left with that young man.
Where could the two of them have gone?
If the wolves didn't eat them, I suppose they went to stay with the farmers. Where else would they go?
Everybody knows by now.
What else do you know?
I've heard many stories about people who disappear down here at the harbor, but I'm not so sure whether I should believe them. You should have a chat with the merchants down here. That's all I can tell you, alas. Now, what about the two of us, sweetie? You paid for it, after all. Wouldn't you like to have a little fun before you leave?
Someone's got to do the work.
That's what I've always said.
Wait a minute.
Really?
Come back to me the next time.
Really, how interesting. Everybody knows by now.
You can't keep anything to himself. Go away. Don't tell me that.
Someone's got to do the work. These are bad times.
Someone's got to do the work.
No one really wants to hear that.
Now that's typical, isn't it? He can't keep anything to himself. I won't tell her a thing from now on. Who says things like that?
Really? How interesting. Don't tell this to anyone.
Someone's got to do the work. Go away, don't tell me
And he works all day, too.
that's an open secret.
Listen to the wrong people.
That's what I've always said.
Been there, done that.
Justice will prevail in the end.
I used to say that myself.
I won't tell her a thing from now on. Really, how interesting. That's not what my husband thinks.
Could you cook me some soup?
Nothing could be simpler. Here, have a plate.
That's terrible.
Could you cook me some...
No, not today.
Hey!
I've got no time for fib talk.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Has anything...
Not long ago, there
Honestly, I lost it myself.
Things I could tell.
That was no big deal. He can't keep anything to himself. Now that's typical.
He can't keep anything to himself.
I need it.
These are bad times.
You listen to the wrong
Someone's
people.
gotta do the work.
Who says things like that?
I don't believe that.
Hey, you!
That's what I've always said.
About those...
And it's going to get even worse.
That's what I've always
Okay,
said.
let's go.
Where?
He simply talks too much.
That's
Teach
what
me.
I've always said.
Can you help me get through the thick woods in the east?
Okay. But what do you want to go there for?
Nefarious ordered me to find more ornaments. One of the places where I'm supposed to look is in the middle of the woods.
I see. And that's still too dangerous for you alone, right? No problem. Let me know when you want to leave.
Okay,
Where?
to the dense forest in the east.
Then let's go. Follow me.
Wait a minute.
You don't say.
And Beliar spoke to another creature, but Adanos brought forth the tide, and the creature was washed from the face of the
Can't take
earth.
care of everything for everybody.
If I hadn't seen
And
it
he
with my
works
own
all day
eyes,
too. Honestly, I
I
had
had
better
better
shut
shut
up. If I hadn't seen it.
Have you thought about going into the woods? Do you really want to do that?
Yes.
All right, my friend. Then follow me. This is going to be gross.
Wait a minute.
There's another of those scummy beasts. One less monster around. There's another of those scummy beasts. One less monster around.
Nothing to plunder. Nothing to plunder.
Hurry up. I don't want to stay here any longer than I have to. Another one of those beasts. There. You should be able to do the rest by yourself. I'm headed back then.
Wait a minute. Okay, let's go.
Where?
To Onar's farm.
Then let's go. Follow me.
About those stone tablets, I've got one here.
Thank you. That's enough. Now I could keep my promise to the water mage in town and then go home at last. I'll pay you for them, of course. I'm going home now. Come with me if you like. Maybe I can sell you a few things that might interest you when we get there.
Wait a minute. Show me how I can hit harder.
Right. Pay attention. There's a simple trick. When you hit, you don't take strength from your arm, but from your entire body. Turn your hip, bring your shoulder to the front, and stretch out your arm at the same time. If you hit right, you'll notice the difference.
Show me how I can hit harder.
If you want to learn more, you'll need to train hard.
Show me.
I can't sell you anything. I can only sell you...
Say that myself. So, here we are. So, the rest of the way you can manage alone. I have to get back to the city. I've got a few things to take care of. Just follow this road here. And remember, stand up for yourself and don't take any crap, and it'll be smooth sailing.
Wait a minute.
Come here, you filthy beast.
Another one of those things.
One less monster around. Come here, you filthy beast.
There's another of those scummy beasts.
There's another of those scummy beasts.
Tell me that isn't true.
One less monster around.
Wait a minute.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
Tell me that isn't true.
That's been known a long time.
Had to happen sooner or later.
That's all just gossip.
He really should have known better.
It's a bad business.
He thinks it's as easy as that.